I'm just going to show off this time.
That is amazing right there. It just makes me want to go watch the movie Frequency, if you never saw it. It's like the Northern Lights are kind of like an element of that movie. It's all kind of surrounding that.
Huh, okay.
And then the whole story is, you know, obviously fiction, but...
Put it on my list to watch.
It's a fun one.
But yeah, I mean, it is spectacular when you don't have to go farther north to take that in, and for the folks down south that have been able to see that, as you mentioned, Rhonda. But yeah, we have some great photos from right here across town, and this one in Oakland Township from the Rat Father, where we have the red and green pillars, and this was captured last night. We've had 2 nights in a row across portions of southeastern Michigan where you've been able to take in the Northern Lights. However, it was a little bit more widespread for the viewing last night because of the cloud cover pushing out of here. The night before last, you had to be a little farther south because we did have some pesky clouds sticking around. That wasn't the case last night. A lot of these photos so clear you can even see some of the stars in the photograph. This one sent in from Chris Ann's in Commerce Township, and so the red and green pillars there over the water, which is spectacular. Michael, West Bloomfield, thank you for always sending us great My Pick photos, and this one's so vibrant, but I love the fact that we were all able to see both the pinkish red and green colors with this bout of the Aurora Borealis. What you need to know is you are heading out, well, the sunshine's going to be returning today, so those clear skies that allowed for the Northern Lights viewing, well, that's going to bring us the sun today. Light jacket. You want the extra layer this morning, but it's not going to be as cold into the afternoon. So I think that, you know, one of those thicker fall coats would do. It doesn't have to be the extreme winter jacket for today. No boots. We have drier weather in the forecast today and tomorrow, but it's a chilly start in Ann Arbor, 22. 32 at Metro Airport, 36 in Lapeer, 32 in Monroe. So we're waking up to either side of the freezing mark, and we will have those temperatures rising into the low 50s for this afternoon. So mostly sunny skies throughout the day, and we will have seasonal low 50s on tap. Winds, there'll be a little bit of a factor this morning with wind chills, but they do taper off very slowly and gradually as the day rolls on. We'll be much calmer by your Friday, and the wind chill not as significant. So it will feel a couple degrees cooler with the breeze, but not a big difference from the wind chill to the actual air temperature for today. But boy, it has been a roller coaster ride for the first 2 weeks of November. We have had a few days where we've been seasonal. We had 4 days where we were above average, and we had, 4 days where we were distinctly below average. Average this time of year would be low 50s, and we clocked 3 days in a row where we didn't even get out of the 30s. So that just goes to show you that, bout of winter that we were dealing with coming off of last weekend. But we're turning things around. So as we look at the weekend ahead, it will be warmer than last weekend. Any precipitation we're looking at will be in the form of rain. And so I think the onset of this is probably going to be after 1 o'clock Saturday. So into the afternoon through the evening, we'll have a chance for some passing showers. By Sunday, we're drying out across Metro Detroit, but to our north, especially the tip of the mid up in the UP, you could see some flakes flying. It'll be trending cooler up north into the weekend. Then our next rainmaker could potentially be Tuesday, but this track keeps it south, though not all models in agreement with that. So I'm going to hold on to a chance for rain on Tuesday, though it's not a slam dunk. Winds pick up this weekend, so you will see those wind gusts between 25 to 30 miles per hour, both Saturday and Sunday. Otherwise, Saturday, warmest day of the next 7 because we do fall into the 40s Sunday, and we take that into early next week.
Now, forewarned weather with Exact Track 4D.
Wait, okay. Your pet peeve is what?
People not using their turn signal.
Oh.
It's just
not using
not using
That's
it.
my
It's really, I mean, especially when changing lanes, because it makes such a difference and causes, I've seen it cause a lot of accidents as a police
My
officer.
grandpa used to
People
say, I gave up mine reading years ago. I don't know where you're going.
Also, people that don't change lanes when you're merging. That's so rude.
That's just rude.
I just had
Just
it.
happened
Someone
to
was
her.
irate. I'm like, I have nowhere to go. I need to get over. And I have my turn signal on, and they just would not let me over. About cut me off the freeway.
No empathy. It's like,
No.
you know that
World
driver's got to get
Kindness
over.
Day today.
Right. World Kindness Day.
Let people in. Let people over. Yes.
And my other
be the courteous
my other pet peeve is almost everything can be solved with a courtesy wave.
You can.
I mean, just when you're
With
looking
all
at
your
about
fingers.
when you
all
do
your
this?
fingers.
Oh yeah, well, this is what I do.
All your fingers, not one finger off.
We're letting you in on something.
I don't use the finger that a lot of people do out there. But I tend to go. And
Someone doesn't let you merge in, they get the,
Oh yeah, you get this, and you know what? They feel even worse than
Yeah.
getting the bird.
because they're a loser.
Yeah.
Or sometimes if you make a mistake, like I've often been
wave
like,
every
I'm so
time, too.
sorry.
I'm
You know
like,
what I
sorry.
mean? Like,
Yes.
sorry.
It always lowers the temperature.
It
Right.
does,
You're like,
which
all
we
right.
definitely need, except when it comes to the weather.
That's
Yes.
right. And we're going to have
nice.
warmer temperatures. I know.
Okay, nice. You gotta get
Right.
some for that
Transition queen.
Transition.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so yeah, we are not lowering the temperatures over the next couple days. They will be rising, but it's a cooler start. They did dip overnight because of clear skies, but that clear sky will result in sunshine today where you need the sunglasses. So I'm reminding you, don't forget the shades as you head out the door. You'll regret it today because we will have mostly sunny conditions. As far as what to wear, I'm going to call it a light jacket. Now, that doesn't mean a jean jacket. That means that I think a fleece or a lighter winter coat, not the really thick, puffy coat, because we will have seasonal temperatures today. We don't have highs in the 30s. Highs are in the low 50s. And I say that because my kids have, like, I call them like the marshmallow man. They have those coats and then they have, you know, the lighter jacket. So I think a lighter jacket will do today. No boots because we don't have rain or snow in the forecast. Drier weather. So just your regular shoes will do with the drier weather today and tomorrow. But we will need the rain boots for a part of the weekend. 34 degrees over at Metro Airport right now, but 10 degrees cooler in Ann Arbor. So we are trending cooler out in Washtenaw County. Pretty typical. 36 in Lapeer, 32 in Monroe, and we have a beautiful sunrise out there. We're officially past our sunrise time, so it has broken the horizon and we're able to enjoy it. Sunshine through the evening, 51 the afternoon high, which is right where we should be for this point in the season. We're starting off a little breezy, so we have a slight wind chill out there, but the winds will very slowly and gradually taper down as the day rolls on, which actually will result in a much calmer Friday. Kind of long overdue for that. It's been windy since before Halloween. That temperature versus wind chill look right here. I think we only feel about a degree or two cooler throughout the day because the winds will be starting to slow down. But our November high temperatures have been all over the map. I want to illustrate this for you because it feels like you just haven't been able to adjust to the season. This is why we started off seasonal the first 2 days of November. Then we had a nice little stretch where we were above average, but not significantly above. I mean, 63 for the high on Tuesday, the warmest day that we had. That was November 4th, Tuesday, all month long so far. It was the cool down, that Arctic snap that was noticeable because our highs on Monday of this past week were 20 degrees cooler than average. So we had 30s. We were back in the 50s yesterday, and we'll be there again today, and we'll tag on a couple more above average days as we're rounding out the week. Clouds and radar forecast, so we're dry today, tomorrow, but Saturday afternoon, have that umbrella on hand if you have plans outside, as we could get a passing shower. This is a long-range model that kind of overdoes how widespread the rain appears. I also want to show you that you could see a few flakes flying in northern lower Michigan and the UP come Sunday afternoon, but we should stay rather dry here, just cooler and windy in the wake of that front. Chance for a shower Tuesday. As of right now, that's tracking south of the state line. I'm just going to mention that chance because of that tracks a little farther north. It would come into our neck of the woods. Here's another model that's a little bit more high resolution to show you Saturday. When I said that other one's overplayed, you can see that here because this is a little bit more isolated come Saturday afternoon and into Saturday evening, early Saturday night before we start to dry things out by Sunday. Wind forecast, well, I said tomorrow's calm, not the case this weekend. If you're raking the leaves, just know some of those leaves will be blowing around. 25 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts Saturday and Sunday. So take that into account if you're doing any holiday decorating outside. Friday really is the pick day to do that with slightly above average temperatures, calmer winds, and we will have a mix of sun and clouds. 61 Saturday is the warmest of the next 7. Plan for mid to upper 40s Sunday into next week.